This is Welsh Rarebit. It's a bit like cheese on toast, but 20,000 times better. So if you want to give it a go, here's everything you need. To begin for this recipe, I'm going to grate 250 grams of mature cheddar cheese. You could use just cheddar cheese or you could do a blend. Gruyere is perfect in there because it adds that beautiful stringy cheesiness, whereas the cheddar cheese doesn't really add that. I don't really think this recipe needs it, so I'm going for that beautiful tangy flavour of the mature cheddar. So once your cheese is all grated, you can leave that to one side and then grab yourself a saucepan and we'll move over to the stove. Place the saucepan over a medium-low heat and then add in 50 grams of butter. Once that's melted, you can place in 50 grams of plain or all-purpose flour and mix it together and cook it out until it starts to turn slightly brown. You want that sort of nutty toasted flavour to come through. So as soon as you can smell that, we can start adding our liquid. For the first liquid, we're going to add beer. Use an ale. I'm using a pale ale. You can use a darker ale if you like, depends which flavour you like. Use something that you like to drink. Tom, the beer. Yep. So I'm adding 150 millilitres, probably minus a sip or two, and then once that's fully incorporated, then you can gradually add 150 millilitres of milk. Next we'll go in with 1 heaped teaspoon of English mustard, that's around 15 grams, around 5 millilitres of Worcestershire sauce, and a small pinch of white pepper. Let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes, stirring continuously, and then you can remove it from the heat. And once your sauce is ready, it should look something a bit like this. And now we can add in the cheese. I like to do this off the heat because as you add the cheese, it has such a high fat content, it can very easily split the sauce. If you do it over the heat, it's more likely to split. When you take it off, there's enough residual heat in the sauce to just add it. So just add a handful at a time, stir it through and allow it to melt in. If you notice the mixture becoming a little bit shiny or looks like it's got an oily coating, add a splash of water or milk and this will just help to stabilize the mixture so you can add the rest of the cheese. And once your mixture is ready, it should look something like this. We can then place it into a tray or bowl to cool down. If we were to place this mixture on top of our toast while it's hot, it will just melt out. But if we let it firm up first, then toast it, we'll get that lovely golden top and nice melty centre. Place a sheet of parchment paper over the top and press it to the surface just to stop it forming a skin. You can then place it into the fridge to cool. While our Welsh Rarebit mixture is cooling down, we're going to make some quick buttered leeks to go with it. So simply take 2 leeks, then slice them lengthways, leaving them attached at the root end so you can wash in between the leaves. Once washed, you can then cut them up into thin slices. Place a frying pan over medium heat and then add in 30 grams of butter. And then you can add the leeks straight into the pan. Season with a good pinch of salt and slowly cook them down until nice and soft. And then your buttered leeks are ready. And then all we have to do is cut 2 nice big slices of sourdough bread and toast it under the grill or broiler until lightly toasted. Next, you can layer on a good layer of those buttered leeks, and then I'm adding some extra ham to mine. Then on top of that, I'll add a few more leeks, and then we can take our chilled rarebit mixture and we're just going to carefully get this on there and pile it up. So I've left a small gap around the edge of my toast, and that's so I can go around the edge and scrape it on to the side like that. And that way we can encase all those leeks and ham inside. It's going to be beautiful. And then you can place the filling over the top to fill the gaps. And then you can smooth it out as best you can before placing it back under the grill until golden, melty and delicious. Make sure to keep an eye on it at this stage because it will brown and colour quite quickly. Partway through the cooking, you can add an extra splash of Worcestershire sauce if you like. This looks and smells absolutely amazing. Let's cut into one and see what it's like inside. This tastes so good. Beautiful lunch, you can't go wrong. Welsh Rarebit with buttered leeks and ham on toasted sourdough. Hope you enjoy this one. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.